Hi, this is Kim with Usborne Books, and let's talk now about baby and toddler books. From the beginning, babies and toddlers really need books that are going to engage them and keep their interest. We have a lot of fun black and white, very early books for baby. I love this series. There's several available. It's the tummy time books. So when your baby is lying on their tummy, they have something really cool and engaging to look at. It comes on both sides here, as you can see. Very colorful and made for the youngest among us. Another series that's really fun is the Slide and See. I have a 1.5-year-old and he still really adores these. I'm going to get the newest one for him, which is Farm. Things to put your finger on every page. Very simple, just fun things to look at. All kinds of animals. These are really well made and are definitely engaging and interactive. Really enjoy this colorful series. If you have a baby or a toddler in your life, you might have seen these before if you have young kids. That's Not My series by Usborne. There's over 30 available. Animals, tractors, pirates, and princesses. Every page is very simple. It follows the same predictable pattern. Has some touchy-feely textures on every page. And then as children get older, they're not only enjoying the textures, but they enjoy being able to predict the story. So again, this is a no-brainer to grab a couple of these if you've got young children. Now, moving along to a little bit older toddler, we have some books that are going to introduce concepts to your children. I like this Little Red Penguin series, which is pretty new for us. There's 4 or 5, I think 4 in the series. Colors, shapes, numbers. This is perfect for my 1.5-year-old. He really enjoys this series. He can hold it in his little hands, and it's just the right length for him. When he gets just a little older, he likes looking at these, but I would say this would be for just a little older children. We have this series, the Lift the Flap Opposites, numbers, shapes, colors. I don't know if you can see this, tons and tons of flaps on every page that will get your child thinking and interacting with their learning. Great for those kinesthetic learners to involve different senses. Really cool illustrations, just a lot of fun. Really a great series. Now, I have boys, so I always appreciate books that have manly topics. The Lift and Look series. Very simple, beautiful quality board books, the kind of quality that you'd expect from Usborne. Very simple text on each page, but again, tons of flaps, and you're looking for something fun on every page. My child loves these. We have trains, the construction site, planes, dinosaurs. For a little bit older toddlers, this is one of my favorite series that we actually make, the Peek Inside series. Just beautiful illustrations, very old-fashioned, kind of whimsical, vintage-looking illustrations. Flaps galore, flaps within flaps on every page. I love that it's nonfiction text, so it's really getting children kind of used to the very basics of the natural world, talking about science topics. We have the zoo, nighttime, the farm, many others in that series. This is so fun. Muddle and Match. There's several of these as well. And if you see here, there's a little story on one side, and then it matches the picture here. But what you're able to do is turn all these different flaps in any way that you want and make a silly story. So you can make a monkey with a cheetah body and a parrot tail. Just cracks kids up. Even my 1.5-year-old really thinks these are so funny. And again, there's several of those as well. Super popular, mega bestseller for Usborne, All Better. If you have a Band-Aid lover in your life, you need this book. Sweet little story about some different animal friends who get owies, and then there are these reusable Band-Aid stickers that you can put on their owies and help them feel all better. When my little boy gets an owie now, he'll say, all better. I love this book. It's huge, very big and tall. There's there's a mouse about the house. There's also a squirrel book available. Comes with this little guy that you can stick through the slots, which is kind of hard to do with one hand. But you can see here, there's a little slot that the mouse can peek through. He comes out if you have a hand to balance him. There you go. And he follows the trail. Really cute, silly story. And what you're doing as you're showing your children these little dotted lines and the mouse follows along, you're helping their eye-hand coordination. You're showing them concepts of print as we go from right to left, just like readers do. Big hit, a lot of fun. It's kind of an Usborne classic. Lots of great picture books. These are just a few of my favorites for the very, very youngest among us. Every child needs some ABC books. This is one of the best that I've ever seen ever. Beautiful book. It's large, has pretty scalloped edges, just really charming, simple, colorful illustrations. I really like it. It's just a very high quality book, and every child needs some ABC books in their life. This is my favorite. Now, some picture books that tell a story. We have B is for Bedtime, all about little girl getting ready for bed, which we all know can sometimes test a parent's patience. This is kind of a cute little take on that. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. We also just came out with I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. A lot of fun, kind of a lyrical romp through the swamp, literally, with this little dinosaur. Super popular. I Love You Animally. Very sweet. If this doesn't choke you up, then, well, I don't know. I love you powerfully like an ox. I love you busily like a bee. I love you doggedly like a flea. I love you gently like a lamb. All about the love that parents have for their children. Now, this next book, this series, I really, really like it. Very first book of Things to Spot. I would say this is perfect for the 2-year-old crowd. My 1.5-year-old really likes it, but he's just pulling into where he can appreciate it. Lots of things to look at. What really impressed me as a mom, as I was sitting with my little boy on my lap talking to him about this, was the vocabulary just infusion that he was getting into his little brain. You're talking about colors, directions, up and down, big and small. He was soaking this up. His favorite page ever is the robot page. And then finally, robots. Finally, we have this sweet little book, brand new to Usborne in America. It's from the UK, the 5-minute bedtime storybook. This would make such a beautiful little addition to a baby shower gift or a new baby in the family. Just sweet little stories, precious illustrations, 5 minutes, perfect for your older toddlers' attention span. It's going to be a family classic for years to come. All right, thanks for watching.